She arrives on time in high-heel shoes, and she's got the cure for your RV blues. Hey there, have you heard the news? GiGi saves the day. The contract there is just no match. She'll even spot the smallest catch. You'll breeze right through the roughest patch, 'cause GiGi saves the day.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Tom Alexander, and as always, I'm joined by the one, the only. There she is.
Hi. Don't mess it up.
GiGi Stetler. I got it.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm grand. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. And lots going on here at the RV Advisor.
Yes.
It just never stops, and that's
a good thing.
It is a good thing, and I know that we've got a few cases that, it's funny. You always seem to get an influx of information, an influx of mail, questions, all kinds of things that roll over the transom every day on a regular basis. And I know that happened over the past 24 hours, right?
Yeah, normally it's kind of spread out. I'll get I'll get a few a week or something like that, but it was just a strange day yesterday. Mm-hmm. 3 major complaints came in against Camping World, like one right after another. I turned on my computer around 9:30 in the morning yesterday, and there were 3 emails, but they didn't come to me, which was so strange. They went to our PR firm,
Sure.
and who basically sends out our press releases. So they actually wrote to the PR firm, and this long, just horrible story, and there were just 3 in a row. So my PR firm sent it back to me to reach out to them, because they really sounded like they needed help. And
right.
And I mean, they're just, heart-wrenching. So anyway, we put those 3 cases in front of me. So I'm working with them right now. But it was just kind of crazy that all 3 and, within I guess they came in overnight on Monday night, I guess. And I got them on Tuesday morning. They forwarded them to me. So anyway, it never seems to end with their crazy tactics. So I thought today would be, I had them send me over copies of their contracts and stuff. And some of them bought towards the end of last year, December, November. But kind of the same story. I really truly believe that they know that they're selling defective products and they don't care and they sell them anyway. But I thought that we would get into some of the language on their contracts, because we get calls every day of people that find amazing deals on Camping World's website and they want to go there and buy. And I can't tell you not to buy something somewhere. I can't do that. All I could do is advise you on what to look for, what to look for. And, I can't help, people can't help themselves sometimes when they just, find them, or they think they've got the best deal in the world and they can't pass it up. And, there's a saying of when, you think things are too good to be true, sometimes they are.
Yeah, well, usually they are, right?
Yeah.
Almost always, yeah.
Except in our case.
Yeah.
In our case, so.
That's true. That is true. We are the exception, one of the few exceptions to the rule, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah. So share with us one of these tales of woe, if you will.
Sure. Well, I have to get on my spectacles.
Yeah.
So
welcome to age 50 and up, I guess. I don't know what the heck happened.
So this lovely couple, they purchased let's see. They purchased a 2020 Fuson. It was a fifth wheel toy hauler, I believe. And I'm not even going to get into the numbers, whether they got a fair deal or not. It really isn't about that. But the language in the buyer's order pretty much gives them full authority to do whatever they want, and they don't have to honor anything. So I just thought, we can go through a couple of paragraphs here. So if you really think you're getting the deal of the century, and when you get to this contract, this, as an example, this is their buyer's order. So most likely you're not going to read every page because the signature is on the last page. So pretty much what they do is they just kind of bring you right to that page.
Yeah.
So you don't pay attention to this and this and this, and this and all this other stuff. And, it's unfortunate, but that's what I'm here for. So, but all of their contracts seem to be pretty standard or boilerplate within their company. So it doesn't matter what state you buy in. So we'll just talk about a few definitions and a few things that are in the contract that are troublesome. The one thing that they're very, very cautious in identifying the parties of the contract, the definitions, okay, of who's a party to this contract. And in bold letters, they basically say, we are not an agent for the manufacturer. So, and they go on to say that we're selling you this RV, and I will find the as is language, but we're selling you this RV as is. So basically what they're telling you is you're buying this as is from us. So in whatever condition it's in right now, and we're not the manufacturer. So if you have a problem with it, manufacturer section, or, you need to go look at the manufacturer section and go fight with them.
That's right.
But you don't know that. You're buying it from a dealer. You're buying it new. You're thinking that the dealer is representing the manufacturer. And in reality, what this contract says is basically it's telling you that they're not the manufacturer and they're not responsible, and you're buying it as is. But what they're not telling you is that the dealers and the manufacturers have a contract within, okay? So we have a responsibility to the consumer for warranty work, but the consumer is not privileged to the language of that agreement. So it's extremely confusing.
Huh.
So they can basically take this contract and you can sue them, and under the terms of this contract for breach of warranty or something like that, and they could shake this off to the judge and say, look, Your Honor, right here, we sold it to them as is. Whatever relationship or whatever's wrong with it, it's between them and the manufacturer.
Yeah.
So there lies the consumer,
Right.
in the middle of, or basically not really knowing that. And, it just kind of, on a legality point, it kind of puts them, in arm's way with the judge of, based on the four corners of the contract. But, knowing what I know that the manufacturers and dealers have a particular agreement that the dealer must abide by the warranty rules, their rules, and their warranty guides. So they are responsible, but not according to their contract. But there's so many things, especially when they're ordering a unit, and so this on their I guess this is page 1, I guess, of their buyer's order.
Yeah.
The dealer makes no guarantees or warranty express or implied. This vehicle is sold as is with no dealer guarantees, warranty implied or express. Dealer does not affirm or adopt to the manufacturer's warranties that are available to this unit of any of its components or any of its components. Dealer hereby disclaims and excludes from the sale or all warranties express or implied, including the implied warranty and merchantability and the implied warranty or fitness. Buyer acknowledges that this disclaimer is made in capitalized, bold, and underlined font and is conspicuous. So, and you just scribble your name there and you sign it. Okay. So, I mean, to me, you would be, if you're thinking you're buying something new,
right,
which is checked off over here, new, and when you're looking at an RV on display, 99% of them, when they're on display, they have big signs all over them, stickers on them, 2-year warranty, 3-year warranty, 5-year warranty, lifetime on the axles, this. So it tells you all of that on the vehicle.
Yeah.
So you're buying it because you see that visual of these signs and stickers all over the RV saying about all the warranties. And then you're reading this and it's telling you as is. But guess what? They don't read that. Nobody reads that. They just sign. So the next paragraph, which was even more disturbing, buyer understands that the dealer does not warrant the year of this unit, the year of the chassis, or the year of any of its component parts, and that the manufacturer of the unit, the chassis, or the components is solely the responsibility for the year assigned to this unit to the extent the year it is referenced in this agreement. If the buyer is purchasing a new unit as indicated above, buyer acknowledges that new means only that the unit has not been previously titled, although the unit may have been used as a demo or at a show. New does not create any warranty or expectations of the value of performance. Buyer understands and agrees that if a buyer or a dealer should breach this contract, or if the buyer institutes any claim arising out of the contract of the purchase of this unit, the statute of limitations of any such claim is limited to 1 year from the date of the sale. So,
right.
And most of these, these new factory warranties have a 2 and 3 year warranty on them. But if you have any dispute, the interesting thing is that they don't have to guarantee the year of the unit. So they can put a sign on it and tell you that it's a 2021 and you buy it and you sign it. And then you get a title in the mail 6 or 8 weeks later and it's a 2019. Oops. Oops.
That's a big oops. Yeah, it's a big oops. So and about the fact that it could have been, the definition of new only means that it's not titled. Right.
Well, we have a couple of cases. Actually, we have a very 4 or 5 cases that I'm working right now that I've settled. Actually, 4 of them, and they sold these vehicles as new.
Yeah. And
we found out that they were previously delivered to a previous buyer, and most likely this previous buyer brought it back because it had a laundry list of repairs, and they traded it back in, or they switched them out of it or whatever, and then they just sell it off to another unsuspecting buyer, which is basically what happens all the time. So they put this language in there because we've actually prevailed on a couple of cases where they had to buy them back from a customer that we found out that was previously delivered. So this language, I think, is pretty new, since they did have to repurchase some of those that we had found previously.
Right.
So, and as a matter of fact, I had, one case that I had been working on for over a year.
Yeah.
And she purchased a 2020 and got a title to a 2019. And we never gave up, and we actually, we kept fighting with them, and we finally got the bank to reach out to them and got the loan repurchased. And she drove, I can't mention her name because we have a confidentiality, but she returned her RV and got a check for $21,500. And yep, and she's out of that mess. But that took a lot of fighting. So most of that can be prevented by reading the contract. So it goes on, and there's just more and more
Yeah.
and more and
Well, there
more.
it is. I mean, read the contracts, and if you're uncertain about what it means, that's why the RV advisor's here.
Yes, and
That is why we're here. And
that's why we're here. And I wouldn't expect you to know what half this language means, and I know exactly what I'm looking for. So before you sign a contract, hire me, GPS. It's the best $350 you'll ever spend. I will look at the contract and review it, and I will tell you, you can't sign it with this, and this language in it. And if the dealer doesn't agree to remove that language or change that language, then you have to be prepared to walk away. You have to be, because, it's harder for me to fix a problem after the fact than, and we've been getting really lucky. The last 4 or 5 GPS customers that I've had in the last several weeks, they're all in the buying stages, and they've all hired me before they sign a contract. And it's been amazing. So
that's the smart move. There you go. Literally the money move. So well, thanks, Gigi. That's really great and very, very insightful, very helpful. We do have a couple questions for you, and we'll do that on the other side of the break. So we've got, these are a little different. So we'll see what advice you might be able to offer.
Awesome. Did you enjoy this video? Be sure to like, comment, and share, and hit the bell icon. Remember, ding ding, so that you're notified when new videos are uploaded. As always, don't forget to subscribe.